As you can see, I have the Creality Ender 3 V3 KE set up. I have ABS in this particular print that I'm showing here, but I have PLA that I've worked with primarily for the discussion of this video. You can see as it's going that this particular printer has an auto leveling feature, which is what it's starting to work with right now. It'll go from point to point and measure where the build plate is and then calculate a Z offset in order to obtain a good print. I'm not sure if this is going to be any better than if it was manually leveled, but I thought we would give it a try, and you could see the procedure here. As you can tell, it goes pretty quick, which I was happy with, and it gets a lot of those points. I do have it set up to do this every print just to make sure that it's going to print well, but may be able to avoid some of that in the future, and that'll increase some print speed, so it won't take quite as long to achieve the final product. And then that's it right there. That's all it takes. And then in addition to that, we can see here the printer is working on cleaning the tip so that it can hopefully obtain a nice, good quality print that's happening. And then I was very pleased looking at this. So you can actually see the print nozzle going from, it was at 200 degrees, dropping to 140. And I was very impressed and surprised with the fans here, that they're able to change the temperature of the nozzle this quickly. I was fully expecting this to take a lot longer as it was working through this calibration. And then the first print, this is the component that was loaded onto the printer itself to begin with, which is just a little boat. I have the first one here. I did this just to check and make sure everything was printing well, and as you can see, the print is running quite beautifully. So I'm happy with that overall. And as I was doing this print, I thought, oh, that's great, that works. Let's see what happens if I change around the print. So again, this is just a quick example of the printer running. You can see it's doing it. It doesn't need any infill. It's able to print across this quite nicely. Again, I was very happy about that. And you can see both the earlier part here on that roof, and then afterwards you can see that it had a good final print. And so I decided I wanted to go ahead and print these guys, which are little tops, more or less, spinning tops that fit inside each other. I find these quite fascinating. So I decided to go ahead and do that, and that's where my first error came into being. So you can see the boats there. I attempted to print these. You can see the successful one of these in the back. I first tried to print both of them simultaneously, and you can see here that did not adhere well to the plate. You can see the terrible infill. I tried a second time with modifying the settings to increase the bed temperature a little bit to see if that would help with adhesion, and same results. In fact, you can actually see that the result of that one right here came out quite unpleasant. And so I went back to printing a boat just to see if, okay, this is my second boat. Did something happen? Was my build plate off? Was there something I wasn't aware of? And this one came out fine again. So I looked at the settings there and I matched the bed temperature, and I was able to print a single one of these and then the single one of the other piece. I still haven't been able to get them to print simultaneously, which is my goal, but they do fit together nicely, and overall I think that was fairly successful for my first print attempt. I hope you enjoyed this video chronicling my first attempts at 3D printing. I will continue to explore different materials and hope you will join me and go over the experience. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you in the next video.